There, is that better? There we go. Sorry, I was saying, yeah, the scissors is really handy, and it's like something I picked up from being in Hawaii because there's a lot of Asians here, you know. So it's more common in Asian households to just use scissors. I was just saying that the chicken is a little under, but that's okay because I'm going to cook it a little bit longer. Need to get into nice bite-sized pieces. One's done. We marinated this chicken today about 4 or so hours ago. What? The current track? Let me look. This is like Japanese, like classic 80s Japanese. Oh, well, I can't read Japanese, so I don't know. But I'll share the playlist. How do I do this? Up, share, copy link. I'll post it in the thing. Yeah, the playlist is classic Japanese music, I guess from the 80s. There you go. Chicken smells good. I'm gonna up the heat a little bit. There's a little bit too much liquid for me in the bottom. I want a little drier. A little bit, maybe. The oil is starting to like congeal a little bit. After this, I have some black beans. That looks fire. What's up, Gino? Yeah, so kind of like a Chipotle chicken-ish kind of inspired dish here. I got steak here for some steak burritos, so chicken, whatever, and beef. And like I said, I'm gonna be meal prepping these. Not actually for tonight, although I might sneak a piece of steak just because it looks good. My wooden spoon. Fun fact I heard about beans is that one of the reasons why it makes you gassy is because there's a layer of some type of protein around the outside of the bean, and if you don't soak it long enough, you'll get that layer, and our bodies can't digest it, which is why it gives us problems with gas. So, how long will this prep last you? Probably like 2 hours. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna freeze them, so hopefully it discourages me from just like eating them immediately. If I had some onion. Actually, some onion in that would be really good. Oh, the only onion I have is in like a salad, so. Get rid of some of this moisture. What else? Let me get my other can of beans ready, I guess. There's 2 ways you can open a can with a can opener. You can do it the traditional way, where you do it down like this. Or you can also do it on the side like this. Let me show you guys. You can't see me doing it, but... And in fact, I think this is the original way of opening cans. Like, they're supposed to be opened this way. See, it comes off like this. Okay. I remember reading that in a thing, and I was like, no fucking way. Yeah. Been lied to my entire life. Those are ranch style beans. They're already flavored, but that's okay. I think I like black beans a little bit better with the chicken. I'm gonna do a seasoning check for like a nice little piece. Put some rice in there. Actually, let's throw all this rice in here. I'll just make more rice for the steak. So I got a lot of cilantro. Sign cut is old school, yeah. It's like Popeye cartoon, you know? Oh man. Oh man, this is gonna be good. Yeah. Blah, blah. I'm gonna move the steak so I got some room to do the folds on camera. Oh, that's true. Popeye did just like squeeze it open. How do I cook the steaks? Like mid-rare. We could take a look at one of them. One of them is a ribeye that I had in the freezer, and these are parts of a tri-tip, I want to say. So they're pretty tender. But it's okay. I'm just gonna cube it up. I'm gonna try it. Mmm. Wow, that's good. Pan seared then oven finished? No, just pan seared. I just salted them a little bit beforehand. Clean my board. I don't mind oven seared to finish. I just haven't done it in a while because I usually get impatient. So just a couple minutes on each side. I rendered out some of beef fat from some of the ribeye trimmings, and then I used that to sear it. Hold on a second. I've had a brain fart. I just sweep up and spilled some shit over here. I was stepping on pieces of cilantro. It was buggy. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Chicken burrito first. Man, the bean ratio is pretty small, but I only have 2 cans, so I'm just gonna have to wing it. This is a good spoon for stirring, but it's not a good spoon for portions. Let me see if I got a spoon. And actually, okay. I almost got another bite of steak, but I'm like, you know, I need to finish this first. Finish one thing first. I really don't know how much to put in one. Well, that seems reasonable. Maybe maybe turn off that light so it's easier to see. Maybe. I don't know if that helped. Steak right is a reward for wrapping. That's true. And maybe a little bit more. Maybe a couple more bites. There we go. I think this is that's like a scoop and a half maybe. That's probably pretty good. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna like I'm catching a baby. In there. Oop. It's spun all the sides. I could do a better job of that. Fold, fold. In. Boom. Look at that. And if I was smart, I would put it in a thing and sear it off a little bit to close it out. But I'm not going to because it takes way too much space. I don't have that much space. It will maintain shape when it's frozen. Okay, I have to turn the light back on. I'm sorry. I cannot see shit. It's so bright. I'm sorry. Whoop. All right. So that was a bigger scoop. Whoa. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more meat. Oh, I'm excited about this. Oh boy, I'm excited. Light on looks better. Okay. Yeah, I can't see fucking shit. Oh. Yeah. Actually, maybe I overfilled this one. Doesn't matter. There we go in. We'll go in again. What? Boom. If I was smart, I would roll it on the wrap. You know. But I'm not a smart man. Just a hungry one. Keep fucking standing on this piece of shit. I kind of want one just to like try, but I also need to like resist because I'm supposed to eat this later, you know. Put some rice in there. Maybe a little bit more meat. I think I overfilled this one. It's okay. Screw. All right, up. Fold it in. One more time. You'll try one for me? Okay. I think I like the other fold better. But this one's not bad. And again, once it's wrapped up in here and then frozen, it's probably going to be pretty easy. Beans in there. This one's a little bean heavy. Some rice. Oh yeah. Dude, I'm so excited about this. I'm so fucking excited. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Let's fucking go. Pretty smart, yeah. I just need to take it out of the tinfoil, you know? I just need to remember to do that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 from this batch of chicken. We'll see. I could also start going a little bit lighter on the filling just so that I can squeeze out a couple extra. You know, these don't have cheese. I bought cheese specifically to... Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. I fumbled. I don't want to. I don't want to shred it. I'm lazy. It'll be okay. No regretty. Cheese the rest. Well, I'll save some of the cheese for just eating. It's super sharp cheddar, so it's not really meant for this. Plus, this filling is pretty good on it by itself, I would say. Whoop. Alright, the rest is for the next burrito. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, about 7, I would say. Oh, so what did, oh, Gino, yeah. I read what you were saying, Gino. I'm a good streamer. I read chat. Smile. They did start out pretty hefty, and they started getting smaller and smaller, but that's fine. One more chicken. We'll move on. Fuck. Spilling all over. That's okay. I'm gonna eat the smaller ones first because I always like to save the better ones for last, you know? I'm gonna sneak a piece. Mmm. Oh, that's good. Fuck. Spilling all over. The rice is good too. It's just, you know, pre-packaged rice with some some cilantro and some lime juice. Ah, nice. 7 chicken burritos. Start popping them in there. Man, this is such a good idea, dude. Fuck. When I don't feel like cooking, just pop one of these open. I should probably label them chicken or beef. I mean, we're past that point now, you know. We're too far gone. Alright, let me bust out this steak. A little clean up my pan a little bit. Some beans. I have such little space to do shit, and then put that in. Nice. Cool. Let's move these to the cutting board. That's so much steak. Jesus. Had some time. I had to wash some of this shit. Weird that my mobile's not picking up any chat. Kinda weird. Fuck! I still water myself. So much water. What? Cool. Put the beans over here. I think I might just eat this piece by itself. Because, you know, you need quality assurance. Mmm. Actual wimpy moment? What do you mean? Mmm. Mmm. Alright, pretty damn good. Holy shit. Alright. I need more rice. And I'm just using this pre-packaged shit. Tuesday for... I know, an awful Asian, but sometimes it's just convenience. Oh, I did want to try some of the ribeye. I feel like it went over a little bit, maybe. I don't know, it's still kind of pink in there. It's so thin, it's hard to tell. This was dried maybe a little too long. But you can see from the exterior that it's got a nice Oh my god. This one I salted in advance and just had it on my board. And yeah. It's okay. Do I know more? Okay, I need to cube this up. No more snacking. No more. No more. Maybe a little bit more. Carb. Oh my god. That external? I don't know. Always, if you have the time, always pre-salt. It's so good. And you no effort on your part. Just one more, same as Invasions. True. I haven't played Elden Ring since I got back from Japan. I don't know. I watch other people play, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, it's fun. I remember that, but I don't really have any desire to play. If that makes any sense. Like this little fatty piece. I don't want to bite into a burrito and get this, you know. So I'm saving myself from the eventuality of it. So good. These are a little easier to cook because they are not as thin. It was my fault because oh god. I cut the other steak. It was a bigger ribeye. I cut it into two, and so I made it maybe a little too thin. But again, the exterior tastes really good, so it was worth it. Plus, it doesn't matter because I'm going to be cooking this a little bit more anyway. Oh god. Your ready to edit videos got me back into playing some. Yeah, I saw your latest video, dude. I wish I could parry like you. I only set up parry. I can't prediction parry. I really want to. I saw somebody do the stamp uppercut, but they only did the stamp section, and they did a stamp into a reverse backstab, and then backstab somebody. And I'm like, oh my god, I want to do that so badly now. Like I didn't even know that was a thing. You usually don't have enough points to do it consistently? Yeah. I'd have to use my strength boy. I found 69, funny number, actually a pretty good spot for me personally. The only thing it basically won't help is against colossals, you know, but... Alright, one more piece, because this is all dry and tough. Ooh, no one wants to eat that. Oh my god. Only a little top because a little piece of gristle. Gotta tank some mash for it. What? And like on my 80 strength, I can swap to the Bull Ghost to get 70-ish poise, and that's usually enough in a poise battle. But I don't know. I find dealing with at least a singular user using what am I blanking? a colossal sword. Not to be like it's not super hard to deal with. The worst case scenario is like somebody with a colossal sword just like running at you while someone simultaneously spams you in the back with spells. That's like the worst case scenario. I mean, it's like I'm about to get stunned into something that kills me instantly. But yeah, 70-ish poise with a colossal, usually pretty good. Like I said, mine's like I usually use 69 for a lot of my builds. My average 15 poise can't handle the straight sword R1. Yeah. And that's the thing. I think I kind of agree with Saint Riot, where it's like you can talk about poise all you want, but at the end of the day, if someone's using power stance straight swords, which you can get at the very beginning of the game, and they L1 you, your poise will break. There's no amount of like... you just can't. And the follow-up will just destroy you. So... called the salted, the pre-salted steak. Oh my god, it's so good. Keep taking little pieces. I shouldn't. I should save those, you know. But a little, you know, what little bite won't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Look at the fat in that. I reserve the right to little tiny pieces. I don't even have to make mac and cheese after this. I'm going to. Sorry, this is really boring. It's just me dicing. Or off stock. Yeah. That's like one of my go-to like mean things. Like if a host like really pisses me off, then I can just like swap to like off stock and just two-hand it and R1 him to death, you know. And they won't stop attacking because they don't realize what's going on. It's like a little knowledge check of sorts. But it is like kind of mean to do to some unsuspecting player. But like if they're like really passive and like only like crouch poke or roll attack and like, light roll or something like that, then yeah, I'll swap to a thrusting sword and I'll do that to him. No host is innocent. There's a lot of invaders would say. Alrighty. Got this all diced. I'm just gonna use my hands. Boop. I want to cook this a little bit more, but like not to the extent where I'm, you know, giving up that nice medium rare. Let me see. Rice. That's right. Did I cook this? It's hot, so I'm assuming I did. An off-stock is a bug, but I'm assuming it will never get fixed. That is my assumption. It's just not, it's not gonna happen. I should save some rice. You know what? Here, I'll just do this. Well, you can't see, but adding lime juice and cilantro to this rice. Maybe a little bit of salt and pepper for taste. What? Let me clean up my board. Maybe one more piece. No, I'm saving. Saving. Alrighty, get some of this cilantro. Put the rest in here. There should be enough residual fat in there to cook everything off, but let me get this rice going here. Oh, sorry, I'm on my laptop, so I didn't hear the raid. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. I'm meal prepping, so I'm doing. I just did chicken burritos. I'm freezing them. Now I'm working on the steak. Then afterwards, I'm gonna make a special treat for myself that I only get to eat like once a year. So. Yeah, I'm freezing these, and I'm gonna hopefully they'll last longer than a couple days, you know. But anyway, welcome in everybody. My name is Wimpy. I'm a Soulsborne streamer. I do PvP mostly, but I'm on break until the DLC. I actually don't really want to touch Elden Ring at all until the DLC comes out. So I'm doing other things like cooking and playing Valorant. So steak burritos. I got 4 kilograms of rump at an insane price. Ooh, what was the price? I am jealous. I got some little tri-tip points for like $10. It wasn't terrible, but it's kind of expensive. And then I had some ribeyes that I had frozen that I was going to use later, and I ended up using one of the ribeyes here. And so yeah, I'm doing real simple mix, just beans, rice, cilantro, and the protein of choice, which in this case is the 2 steaks. And I'm just warming this up. 13 per kilogram, so like $8.50 a pound. That's really good. For wait, how many pounds did you say? 4 kilograms. Okay, that's really good. I am certifiably jealous because I love steak. But it's so expensive, especially here. I usually go to Costco and I just buy like a steak pack or like a whole roast and cut it into steaks. Just depending on whichever is more economical at the time. There's no cheese in these, and I forgot, but that's okay because I think they'll taste fine without cheese. Plus, I'm saving cheese for something else. So, sorry. Like 2.2 pounds, yeah. For reference, I paid $2 more to get, you know, the tri-tip ends, which was maybe like 10 or 11 ounces, something like that. Absolute rip-off. What are you gonna do, right? Boy. This is just exciting, you know? One of these, it's a little more done than I would have liked, but the crust came out so good. Oh my god. Now I got a beer, Sapporo. In fact, it's almost time for beer too. Oh, I walked over there and grabbed a beer. What all do I put in my steak burritos? These are some ranch style beans. I normally like black beans. I thought I had a can of black beans, but I had one can of black beans for the chicken. And these are pre-seasoned ranch style beans, but it's not awful. Some cilantro rice, a little bit of lime, a little bit of cilantro, salt and pepper, and some cooked rice. And then the protein. And yeah, that's all that's in here. And now it's time to wrap. I got about 7 burritos out of the chicken. I'm hoping to get about the same here. I actually have a lot more steak than I did chicken though, so maybe I might make some more. You never know. Get my other spoon here. Very nice. Yeah. Like I said, hopefully this lasts me like a little bit. But I have been known to just eat out of boredom, which is a bad habit, and it drains your food, and I need to stop. Where did my other spoon go? Am I fucking crazy? I am crazy. Where did it go? Alright, I'm simultaneously like washing and putting things away, but also like, trying to cook and stuff. Kind of annoying. Oh shit. Well, that fell. You got a boredom? Yeah. Other news, I'm on the Australia team for good now. I think I'm the guy, so I'll probably be back in Australia in exactly a year's time from when I visited. So, be cool to see you guys again. I think I'm the guy because everyone else has families. They don't like going. Which is understandable. I'm trying to get on the Japan team, but we'll see. I got some stiff competition though. Another Korean barbecue? Yeah, maybe one that's like less judgmental. I'll never get over that. That lady was like, no, you're doing it wrong. I was like, fuck. Thing tipped over. I'm sorry, miss. Yeah. No, please, Korean waitress mommy, don't judge me for wanting to cook pork belly first. Thing is, though, she's like, "Oh no, you need to cook the wagyu first because it oils the grates." I'm like, "Wouldn't pork belly do that?" Pork belly's pretty fatty too, so I don't know. I defer to her judgment. It's fine. Please, disappointed Korean lady, have mercy. That's the story of my life. I used to joke when I moved down in Georgia. I used to go running on this track. And the Korean ladies would go there and try to get you to go to church. And they kept asking me, and I kept avoiding it. And finally, they're just like, we have a bunch of food. Like, we do a potluck afterwards. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll go. And the sermon was kind of weird, but the food was banging. I met this one sweet lady who was not Korean, but went to the church. And I guess she had a thing for Koreans because she was like trying to get married. She was like, "Oh, are you single? Like, how old are you?" Kind of like, no, listen. At the time, I was like 19 or something. Like, no, leave me alone. The Korea boo. What? Not questioning your culture. Yeah. All right. Same in Thailand, I always make food with the monks and the leftover shit for the peasants is awesome. I always maintain that peasant, no matter where you go, peasant food is always just better. That's the whole joke behind Ratatouille, right? It's like, no, some hot sauce would probably be good in this, but I can always add hot sauce later. I can just dip it in hot sauce. It's fine. It's, I'm overthinking. You love the kitty apron, by the way? Thank you. It was a gift. One day I do want to go to Thailand. One of my friends is going, I think. Thailand or Vietnam. And I'm just getting back from a trip, so I can't really wing it, but it'll be fun. I think he's actually going to Australia too. I don't know 100%. Alright, one. That was like one scoop. I feel like I could probably get like 8 or 9 maybe. I gotta go for business sometime next year. That's nice. We got family there too, right? So maybe go say hi to them. Haven't been in years, but very excited about street food. Yeah, I can imagine. I have such limited counter space. Alright. Yeah, one of the steaks, the ribeye, I left salted for like 2 days. Probably too long. So the interior is actually kind of gross looking. But the exterior crust is so delicious. I basically like pre-cooked it. But it tastes so good. The residual heat from like everything is like making the fat in the steaks like melt a little bit. It's kind of making everything soggy. No, that'll be alright. Yum. Alright, that's like 2-ish scoops. We'll be alright. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. Just winging it. Doesn't have to be perfect. They're actually about equal size too. It's kind of nice. And actually, probably some of this was released from the beans too. This is exciting, and I'm excited about what I make after this. What time is it? 9:20 a.m. Oh no! My laptop's the wrong time. Okay. It's 5:20 a.m. here. Sorry, this is just the boring, tedious work right now. I think for the steaks, since I cubed it up a little smaller, actually like 2 or like 1.5 to 2 scoops is probably perfect. One, two, three, 4. Maybe 8. I think maybe 9 was being too hopeful. That's okay. I have 7 chicken burritos. That's 7 plus whatever. It's like 16. That's a lot. That's a lot of food. Actually, now that I think about it. Gotta roll. Cheers, we'd be glad to catch a cooking stream. Hey, no worries, Iced. You want a burrito now? Come through. You can have one of these burritos. You just gotta pay for a ticket to Hawaii. I'm just joking. I would not actually recommend coming to Hawaii right now. I mean, we need the boost to the economy, but also, I don't know. One of the downsides to the yen being so low is that we don't get Japanese tourists, which is actually a big part of the economy here. Thanks again for the playlist. Hey, no worries, dude. Hopefully it's still playing. Yeah, it looks like it is. Well, this piece is too big to be inside a burrito, so I guess I have to eat it. You know, couldn't be helped. Could not be helped. Give me a little more rice. I really wanted the like the really big tortillas, but I couldn't find them at my store. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I was right about 8 probably. Nice. Like that, something like that. It is a good feeling though to know that you got like dinner's covered, you know. Oh, beer. Cerveza. How did the cinnamon rolls turn out? I think I left stream when you were doing like the pounding of the dough or the layering of the dough, right? Oh, my bill auto paid. That's what that was. Pretty good. Tell you the dough didn't rise properly, but they still taste really yummy. Hey, that's the important part. 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, 7. That's pretty good. 15 burritos. Who in their right mind could eat that many burritos in a sitting? That guarantees that at least I'll have some after today. I just gotta do it volume. Alrighty, put these up. And on to the next thing. I have no separation between steak. I really need to find a way to differentiate. All right. Steaks, you're gonna go here. That sort of works. I got so many now. Steak. Steak. Then one steak on top. It'll be there. Okay, it'll be there. Yeah. I could try. What is that E mode? Prairie swole. That's funny. Guys, once you start meal prepping, you gotta start hitting the gym. I've been thinking about it, especially now that I work nights. There really is no better time than now to go. But also, I'm not really a big gym person. So I don't like... Just the idea of going to the gym is not too entirely appealing to me. But I'm 31. I gotta stay alive. I woke up today with inexplicable back pain. Like, I didn't even sleep weird or anything. And it turns out it was my neck. It still kind of hurts, too. It's like my lower neck. But apparently, because your back is weird, the pain shows up somewhere else in my back. It's like my shoulder blades, but it actually hurts up here. Fucking bodies are weird. I give up on the gym. Yeah, I like eating and sitting around a little too much. But, you know, I don't think you have to go to the gym to live a healthy life. You can just not sit around and eat 15 burritos like I'm about to do. Clean up here. Let me clean up my other cutting board. So much stuff to fucking clean. But it's good, I got it out of the way, you know? Now for the rest of the week, I can just pop open my freezer and grab a burrito when I'm hungry. So, it's a win-win. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, I remember. I only do this about once a year. But, here we go. This is Tillamook Extra Sharp White Cheddar. It's one of my favorite cheeses. It is a very strong memory for me because my grandmother used to make macaroni and cheese with this specific cheese. And for years I tried to, like, replicate her recipe and kept failing, and I was always just like, oh, did she do a bechamel? Did she do all this fancy stuff? No, she just used normal milk, and and so yeah, I'm not gonna use milk today. I'm gonna use some yogurt probably. Yeah, some Greek yogurt, but yeah, yogurt and shells. It's gotta be with large or medium shells. When I started meal prep, when we started working out, I made chicken snack wraps, and they were awesome. Yeah. That's the thing, and they're handy. You just grab them and go. That's what I'm excited about for these burritos, really. Mac and cheese, yeah. My grandma would. Hopefully, I can do it justice. So hers was always a unique consistency because it was kind of soupy, and that was really good for the shells because the shells just like take in all of the cheese. So I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna try to replicate that a little bit. We'll see. Like I said, whole milk is ideal, but I can't justify just getting a bunch of milk because I know it will go undrank for me anyway. Gonna make a bunch of burritos soon. Nice. Yeah, use up some of that steak. Just some carne asada burritos. See how I said that? That's how you know it's authentic. One of my coworkers is from San Antonio, and we tease him because he's like selective about when he applies the accent, you know, because he's Tex-Mex, right? So That's one of the words. He'll be speaking normally, and then all of a sudden he'll just be like burritos. Like, okay, dude. All right, we get it. Mr. San Antonio over here. But he brought back some fajita seasoning, and I liked it so much. I went online and I bought like a restaurant sized like thing of it. So this is specifically for chicken, but it works well on anything. It's like, you know, salt, pepper, garlic, MSG. That's really what makes it good. It's basically the same as like Accent. But this is called Fiesta brand. But yeah, salt, MSG, spices, garlic, onion powder, a butter flavor. It's kind of odd. Some stuff I can't pronounce. Some meat tenderizer. But it's so good. And yeah, it's better. It's good on like everything. I'll put it on steaks. You know, I'll put it on chicken clearly. Yeah. I should probably while the water boils, I'll prep everything else. This cheddar, I shit you not, Charlie, is so fucking good. So Tillamook is a small town in Oregon. It's a couple hours probably from where I grew up. Actually, probably more than that. But they have a what do you call them? What's a dairy, I guess, out there. And they're pretty famous for their ice cream in the area, but they also do cheeses. And this sharp cheddar is so fucking good. Oh my god. Or see if you can find some. I'm surprised I can find it here. And it's always funny because you can tell when someone's like a native or not, because it's a Native American word. And the way we always say it is Tillamook. But if you look at it, it's spelled like Tillamook, kind of, you know. So the telltale sign. So my dad taught me how to make macaroni and cheese. Is like when you're getting the cheese ready, just section off however much you think you could eat just by itself. And that's usually the right amount. You don't want to go too crazy, you know. Fuck this wrapper. Do that. Like I could probably eat that much just as cheese alone. It might be kind of expensive, but you know, any sufficiently aged white cheddar is probably good. Like I said, this is aged for 2 years. It's quote unquote black label. It's so good. Oh my god, so good. I don't get it often, but when I do, it's usually time. And we usually make like these little Lincoln logs to melt the cheese. Or to help it melt. It's actually a lot. I might actually eat some. Just get so not so much. It's very dry. It's a very dry cheddar, so maybe not be your thing, but it's good. It's not super pungent, no, but it's very sharp. It kind of looks like butter, almost. Alright, I'll have a couple slivers. Oh my, so good. Yeah, ideally milk. I use like non-fat yogurt. Sometimes really just any kind of dairy liquid base the milk substitute, and pasta water. And actually, now I think about it, I'll probably use one slice of just normal cheddar in the pre-sliced version, and there's a reasoning behind it because a lot of times these pre-sliced cheeses, maybe not this brand because this is also Tillamook, but they include a bunch of stuff to denature the cheese when you introduce heat, and that helps it melt. So you have like one slice of this. Watching water boil. Remember that one time I made onion soup, French onion soup, and it took like 5 hours? I remember. I made like 3 things in the same time span. Jesus Christ. Talk about that earlier. I have mobile open to chat only, but it's not showing me there is a chat. That's really weird. Maybe because my stream crashed. Maybe. It'd be easier to look at my phone. Chat. Yeah, here you go. Okay. Maybe I do this, it will boil faster. So what's going on with you guys? It's been a minute. Like I said, I was on a Japan trip, and then I've been on kind of like a mini break since I got back because I don't really feel like streaming Elden Ring, and I'm trying to get back into like doing my job. Like I have to remember, I'm like, oh yeah, this is what life was like before I went on vacation for like 3 weeks. Kind of just been working. Yeah, I feel that. I want to go back. I know it's like, oh, you should go somewhere else new, for your next vacation. But there's so many places I want to. Like, I've never been to Hokkaido. I really want to go. They do. They have onsens up there that are really nice from right here, and there's also like a bunch of winter festivals that they do, where they like go out in the snow, like in the blizzard, and they have like grilled meat, and then you drink beer and you grill meat. And it's out in the snow. I'm like, that sounds amazing to me. So I would love to fucking do that. Vacation takes you the hell off your routine. It does. Like you almost forget about your life pre-vacation. And it was fun too because I was one of the people that had never been, and so it's like seeing the things that I was familiar with. It was like seeing them through brand new eyes again. And I'm always surprised on those trips. Are you boiling? I got a half boil. They say like your vacation self is like your true self because it's not one that's like burdened by like work or anything. It's like what would you what would you just do if you could just do it? A lot of people that's their vacation self. Well, that was fun. I took a lot of pictures. I feel like I'm getting better at photography. Even if 1 out of 36 shots is okay, then that's a good shot. Made a lot of friends. It's always good. Yeah. I definitely want to go back, but we will see. We're at a boil. Finally. I'm just gonna fuck. I'm so awful at doing this. 2 cups of pasta is probably a lot, right? I would say. Or what's the serving size? 2 ounces, 56 grams is the serving size. That's nothing. That's like 56 houseflies. But 2 cups. This is gonna be so much. I'm already regretting doing this. Oh yeah. And because I don't want it to go to waste, we do have just normal elbows. Never enough pasta, that's true. But the thing about pasta dishes is that I know they're not particularly entertaining to watch. I almost kind of want to put... Here's the thing. I'm tempted to put in like half a cup more shells. Because right now it doesn't really look like much. But that is a big mistake. Don't do it. Just don't. But I want to. Man. I'm going to reserve actually a lot of pasta water when I do this because I want to get that silky, soupy consistency. So we will see. And I'm a mac and cheese purist. I believe just salt and pepper, and that's it. I don't like the, well, mac salad is okay, but mac salad is different. Like mac salad, yeah, you can have some other stuff in there. But anytime someone's like, oh, mac and cheese, I cut up carrots and put it in there. I'm like, take that shit and get it out of my face, you know. Exactly. You're like, what did you put? No. You didn't just put that in my mac and cheese. Get out of here. Some people do. I'm saying. You were there for a lot of the French onion soup? Yeah. Next time I make French onion soup, I'm just going balls to the wall. It's high heat. I'm just like, fuck it. You know what? If it burns, it burns. No. I lit some chicken skin on fire the other day. I was making yakitori because I was like, I really, really wanted some since my Japan trip. So I carefully, folded up the chicken skin, made it look all nice and pretty, and I set it on the burner for like 5 seconds. And my phone rang or something. I was answering a message, and I looked back, and it was crispy. I'm like, fuck. French onion soup, you should try it. It's good, and it's so simple, just like onions, probably some white wine, I would imagine. I don't even remember how I made it, but I'm just guessing by how French people do recipes. Onions, butter, or oil, white wine, chicken stock, and then like Gruyere, and then bread, baguette. It's like. That's the bulk, but from my understanding, that's the bulk of like French recipes. It's like, oh, have you tried cooking it in white wine? It's like, no, I didn't think of that. To be honest, I kind of add white wine and red wine to a lot of stuff. Yeah. Or a decent substitute is just vinegar. Just adding a little bit of vinegar. Which I keep a big old jar of. I can't really bring it out. I can't help that it pairs well with lots of sauces. That's true. Alright, time to test a noodle. For the amount of cheese, maybe I should have added like one more cup. Yeah, we'll be alright. Also the cheddar. It's still a little under. I can still look at it and I can see it's like white in the middle. Not bad. Only like a minute or two, and then drain it. The sauce. I'll take just a little bit more pasta water, just in case. Nope, I don't want a noodle. Speaking of, I have this bottle of wine that I had somebody pick me up for something, and I need to use it. So I'm thinking about my next cooking video. I'm probably going to do some type of classic stewed chicken. You know, I think that'd be fun. But again, stews are so like boring to watch. Like once the prep work is done, you just go fuck off and drink a beer. Alright, let's drain the water. I am under the water. Ow! Trying desperately not to put all of this down the drain. There's probably an easier way of doing that, like an actual colander. Alright, low heat, actually no heat. Throw in some butter, sure. Melt this butter. The butter noodles right now, though this is right now, is also still good. You just want butter noodles. You need a couple spoonfuls of yogurt. Again, you could probably just use milk or something for this. Put it on low. I lost another noodle. Now, some pasta water. And we'll start throwing in some cheese. Start with the cheddar, the normal cheddar. A little bit of heat. And just stir. Until it's all melted. If you can't melt the cheese, that means it's too much cheese and you need pasta water. I don't want to go too overboard in the pasta water because the pasta water is salted. The cheese is very salty, so you need to be a little careful. Alright. Time for the cheddar. I already think for this amount of shells, maybe I overdid it with the cheese, but we'll see. I should have added like one more cup. I have to eat this. No one else is coming over to eat this. It's got to be me. So Maybe it's better that I don't overdo it. I'm not gonna lose it. Not to get too deep, but I had a really interesting dream. Kind of spurred me doing this. You know, I'm not a really sentimental person, so I don't really think about a lot of my family. I love them, but I don't really think about them a lot. My grandma's been passed away for a long time now. But I had a dream that I visited her, and we talked about some stuff. And it was interesting, you know. And it was kind of a nice feeling because, you know, you don't. Once people are gone, it kind of becomes hard to remember their face, you know. So I thought maybe that would be the case, but at least to my brain's recollection, she was exactly as I remembered. Even better, she was lucid, which was nice. So, a little story time. Come on, melt. This is actually a ridiculous amount of cheese. I don't know why I cut off so much, but you know, we're rolling with it. Maybe it won't be super soupy, but it will be super delicious. So. Fuck it. I was like, I need to watch my salt, and then I just immediately pour it all in. That's okay. I only have this one blue moon. I also didn't super heavily salt the water, so it'll be fine. I think. We'll see. I might just gag immediately. It smells really good though. some stragglers, some little chunky bits. Let them melt down. We're good in there. Oh my god. I'm just fussing over it now. I could have eaten this a while ago. Ooh. Some clumps still. That's okay. My phone just went off. Pay gas bill. Okay, I will. Still not quite right. I think if I used milk, probably would have come out a little bit better. Pepper. Real fuck, it's so hard to see with the light. That doesn't really do it justice. Oh man. That's so good. Well, the taste is exactly like I remember it being. Consistency, not so much, but I think just because I used too much cheese. Oh my god. Oh man. I had to take a walk. I was eating something. I had to take a little tiny walk. Oh man. Pretty good. Yeah, I think a little too much cheese. You can see here some of it had trouble melting. That's okay. It can get stuck in the shells. That's not a bad thing. Ah, boy. I'm sweating now. This is like my version of a lawn. I can look at this and go stand out here and look at these burritos. I'm so full. I need to finish. Fun fact, Tasting History with Max Miller, great YouTube channel, by the way. He has a whole thing on macaroni and cheese and how prior to macaroni or noodles in general being so widely manufactured, like macaroni and cheese was kind of like rich people food. And then almost overnight, when they started mass producing noodles and stuff, it's just noodles and cheese, right? So then the rich people didn't want to eat it anymore. Mm-hmm. This is a dish that's carried by the cheese. For sure. Oh, that cheese sauce. Mmm. A little bit of white wine in that probably wouldn't be bad either. I'm not going to. Oh man, so good. She always served it in these plates that were kind of like bowls. They're like a bowl. They're like a really shallow bowl. But it was basically a plate. I don't know. Mmm. So I'm gonna do the walkout like 5 more times probably. Do I pig out and eat the rest of this, or do I save it? It's really hard to not have it be really gloopy on a reheat, so I'm gonna eat the rest of it. But I'm gonna do that off stream. Anyway, thank you to everybody that stopped by. Thank you, Ice, for stopping by. I know you're gone now. Thank you, Charlie, for the raid and for sticking around and chatting about food. And yeah, this will fuck up my stomach, but it was kind of nice. It was a nice trip down memory lane. So let's see if there's anybody that I can raid. Oh, the bot just told me, hey dude, your stream's so nice. Thank you, bot. Oh. Nice. Alright. Who is streaming today? Let's go to Twitch. Eternal. Lacey's playing Elden Ring. Nash is playing. What is Nash doing? Oh, he's doing invasions. Let's see, invasions. Raid. Skip to my Nash. I think that's how you do his name. Yeah. Strength build looks like, maybe? I can't really tell, but anyway. Yep, everybody say hi to him, and thank you for sticking around.